COVID wiped out Papillion Days last year, but the Papillion Community Foundation and the city are both gearing up for Papillion Days 2021.
It's an outdoor event. I think we're going to be in a safe space to have an event like that, and I think people just need it. I mean, people missed it last year and understood, everybody was very supportive that we didn't have it last year. That would have been, wouldn't have been smart.
After more than a year of experiencing some form of lockdown and separation, Laura says people want Papillion Days to happen.
I think people just want to reconnect, and I think they're ready to reconnect with their community, with the people in their community. I think having it outside, with it being mostly an outdoor event, is going to make it a little bit easier for people to do that.
It's important to note that moving forward with Papillion's annual celebration does not mean COVID has been forgotten.
It doesn't keep us from thinking about what's happening and what's happened in our world, but I just think the main reason for trying to have something is to just kind of reconnect people. I mean, we've all been kind of disconnected from each other, so I think it's important.
There's a lot of advanced planning that goes into an event as big as Papillion Days. A major part of the event is having a carnival, and that was the first item discussed when everyone sat down to put Papillion Days together.
Number one was reaching out to them to make sure that they have us on their schedule, that they're still planning on doing it, and they 100% are. So they have things in place to sanitation, wiping things down, social distancing, all of those things. They're going to have those in place. I mean, if they want to be able to function this year, they're going to have to do that.
COVID has forced many changes on Papillion's annual celebration.
Well, it's going to be different. I mean, it has to be different. We don't live in the same world that we were living in, 2 years ago.
These are some of the changes you'll notice.
So this year will look a little different. Hopefully by next year, things will be back to more normal state. This year, we're trying not to take a large group of people and put them into a smaller, group or area. So we aren't going to have an opening night this year. We just don't feel like that's smart. We are not going to have a beer garden this year. That's also not smart.
This is what you can expect.
We're still going to have the fireworks, and we're still planning on the carnival and the market in the park and some in the parade. But some of those smaller, or those events that are part of Papillion Days that make larger groups into smaller groups, we're just not going to do that this year.
However, just because it's not happening does not mean it's gone forever.
That doesn't mean that we're not ever going to do that, but we're not going to do it this year because people are still going to be getting vaccinated, and there's still a health risk.
Papillion Days is set for June 17th through the 20th. We'll keep you up to date over the coming weeks. Thanks for watching. For Papillion Now, I'm Tori Pantalian.